is a little strange. I am going to...
There's also this...
I'm gonna stop streaming in... Whoops. Nope, that's the wrong button.
Have become more common. Like, nonchalance seems to be everywhere now. I mean, it's a great word, but
Yeah.
I'm just somewhat surprised that that specific one has become so widespread. But meanwhile...
Yeah, oddly specific.
Right?
Yep, apologies to
Meanwhile,
stream. We had a
that...
full OBS crash, so I apologize. That's why it's being weird.
Oh, goodness.
Turn that off. There we go. I don't know when the last time I saved was.
At least we're back. Let's go.
Okay, Hello, Robin. Nice to see you. First time having you hang around. Hello, Holly. I guess that interesting timing on it glitching. Interesting timing on it glitching because it sent a whole bunch of people a no, I still I've been going for 5.5 hours.
Goodness, it has been that long.
Oops. Yeah.
Time flies.
No, my OBS just hard crashed. Yeah, I don't stream very often, so when I stream for longer. Because of my work schedule. Yeah, OBS and the game all just kaputzed. So,
yeah,
that's why it was being funky monkey.
Scuff.
Which means...
Your biotic skill is extremely impressive, Dr. Tassoni. Is that typical among Asari? While the Asari have natural biotic abilities.
Yep, I knew it was coming.
I know, right?
To learn to use their abilities.
Holly is a goober.
Such a cutie.
And the Asari are the most
oh, yes, but Holly, I need to talk with you about a little art thing. I have a once I get TTS functioning, the lore I made does have an animal companion, and I've never actually an art thing.
Glad to see you.
I wish it were under. I'll talk to her.
Strange.
Let's do this again.
Exciting.
Stop! Stop! What are you?
Holly, that's not a thing that you should say.
Animals don't get wings. The master's put the symbols on her. Hot metal all over her back.
You must have a name.
My goodness.
Hydration and imposter check.
My parents died in the raid.
Lying. Hit for lying. Why are
Return
you
of
alive?
Scarlet of Wisdom.
Why aren't you broken? Only fit to dig
Okay.
and carry.
Okay. Fair.
For a while I was broken.
She wishes she could stand up.
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
I can't make this part go any faster, unfortunately.
No, she's no good.
Yeah.
Leave now.
Oh, dang it, wrong button.
Die? Please let her. She doesn't. Stay away from her.
I was on.
Why are you alive? Why are you? Why aren't you like her? Broken. Only fit to dig.
Yes, you do very good art, Holy.
For a while I was broken.
You lose your mommy and daddy.
Jeez.
You don't carry. You stand
Dang it,
up.
Rune.
She wishes she could stand up.
Yeah, it's funny, like,
towards you now, okay?
even though words like nonchalant have specifically become extremely common now, other words that I would have expected to
She didn't fight.
stay more within the colloquial discourse than nonchalant, such as copacetic, seem to have faded off into like the annals of archaicism or something. People are like like, I'll say copacetic and people do not know what it means. I'm like, what the heck? Interesting.
Please don't touch her. She's dirty. You'll catch it.
Talitha, this will make you sleep.
So I guess
Makes
use
me wonder
the
if, like-
sedative was the renegade option, which forces her to take it. Versus this is me convincing her to use it.
Will she have bad dreams?
I've been good today, Holy, and I don't know what that word is, Robin.
You won't
Interesting.
dream at all.
She'd like that. It hurts when she...
I mean,
when I remember.
wait, what?
Robin, you are a lovely bean.
Remember.
That was sneaky. I was gonna say, like, there are a few words that
over,
I guess
Commander?
could apply to that.
She took the sedative.
She was only 6.
My
Bad things
goodness.
happen to good
Yes,
people.
ma'am.
You know
Hello,
what, Robin? Maybe
Iris.
you're the
Welcome
adorable
in,
one.
hon.
We are taking a...
Now let me save.
Yo.
But yeah, Holy, I've been doing pretty well. Nothing too crazy this time around.
A research station on Noveria has reportedly been destroyed.
Yeah, I know that feeling,
Exact
EP, but
cause
not
is
EP.
currently unknown. Given the research conducted on Noveria, many are
I've got
blaming
some
the
pasta
destruction
waiting
on an
for me when I'm
experiment
done
gone
with
awry.
stream before I go to bed.
Administrator Anoleus currently faces criminal
Oh
charges
yeah,
as a
I
result
should
of the
probably
disaster.
eat something.
Food is good. Food is necessary.
Also, you know, denial just makes you cuter, Robin. Just saying, like, that's how it works.
Popsta, you're just
This is
being
how the
more
game
adorable.
is played. Popsta, oh my goodness, that is adorable. Nuh-uh, oh my goodness.
Robin, I'm sending you head pats.
Real.
Head
He
pibba.
is so cute.
What is pibba? I love you too,
Aw.
Sora. Hibba!
That's so sweet, Dora.
You goober.
Indeed. You see, this is the thing, like, I love just how much sweet, adorable wholesomeness this community always has. It's like,
It is. It is always wonderful. Now, where the frick is Emily? She might be what's glitching out, honestly.
yeah, exactly, Rune.
I might have to kind of just
Including you.
come back later. Finish the freaking quest, but I can't do anything with it.
Right.
Ha ha ha. Because she's not up here. I thought maybe she was up here, but this is his office. Robin. None of that now. Yeah, Rune, we crashed. So when I restarted the stream because it crashed, it sends out a ping to everybody. And because most of the rest of the community, well, at least the people who stream from this group are off now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Happens. I might have to say the heck with this. Which is mildly annoying. Wish I remembered where I ran into her. I think I was coming back up from
Too
the
high, I
markets.
thought my internet just died.
Oh, Rune. You
My
are
goodness.
just a cat. Hydration!
I love the fox. Just, my goodness.
The what?
That's an adorable, little...
Oh, the fox running in circles?
Yes.
That's an emote on the server as well. 'Cause I had to.
That's so cute.
I had to. Yeah, I want to try and get once I have a few more dollars. I was tempted to try and oh yeah, the the credit to oh goodness, I cannot remember the original artist. I'm so annoyed at myself. For the model, it's a pit crew from. It's actually a pit crew that gives a public or professional license as an option, with updates from Sora for the art. So the colors and the eye texture and cleaning up the lines was all Sora.
Yes, Commander. Is there
Goodness.
something I can do for you?
That's
Let me
lovely.
Take a look at what you have for sale. Of course.
Of course, she's the wild person who does, like, correcting art like this as if it was pixel art, but you know.
Right? Impressive, honestly. Goodness.
I guess we're just gonna come back another time.
Okay, well, I suppose if you don't want to be cute,
Pardon me.
I won't force you to be something you don't want to be.
Further developments
But
in the
yeah,
Kingdom
I've got a
Crime investigation
once I get a few more dollary
reported
dues, I've got
wrongful
a
inspector status of one of its operatives. The unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended.
handful of
Council spokesman confirmed that corrective
emotes,
actions
probably
have been taken.
5 currently, which will be all I can use for a little while till I get more slots. I have no idea how to tell exactly when that's gonna happen, but I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah.
But I've got a few that I want to get from Holly.
Stand by, shore party.
Nice.
Decontamination in progress.
Exciting.
But the other art thing I was mentioning, the TTS character that I have, this character started out actually as the character I'm using for this has my Sona.
Logged.
So a little more
Commanding officer is aboard.
full anthro
Presley
to
stands
begin with.
relieved.
But the character was a kind of nature spirit fox, phoenix,
Message
whole
coming in.
backstory that I'm gonna figure out.
Commander, Miss
With-
Angelani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that, but you handled it pretty well.
Good, I'm glad.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home.
Good,
I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
thank you. Glad they understood the bullshit. But the character has a animal companion that I want to use for TTS.
Nice.
And it is a rainbow. Hello, Iris, again, and welcome. Thank you. My posture has never been better, apparently. 3. I might need to extend the redeem timer on that one. Okay, Robin. Have a good eep. I am not shrimping.
Sleep well, Robin.
Hostile takeover. Gemini, Sigma, Dis System, Hades, Gamma cluster. Hand System, Gemini cluster, Dis System, Hades, Gamma cluster. What? Okay, so hand system of Gemini and disc system of Hades. Too many names in my head. Ah, so these two. Maybe I should just get actual side quests more often, because now I'm just going back to places I've already been.
Right.
Off we go. Normandy away. But yeah, the actual TTS friend is a rainbow stag beetle
Message for you, Commander.
in a
Just came
hamster
over a
ball.
secure channel.
Shepard, this is Admiral Cole.
Nice.
But the rainbow stag beetle canonically is like
The ones killed by the Thresher War.
about the size of a small cat.
Message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization.
That's interesting.
Top secret.
I like that.
All security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now.
So now I guess just every time I jump, there's a chance I'll get a side quest.
Yep. Guess so.
Hello, XP Hunter. Welcome in, Keikaku. Is that how you spell that? Like, all according to Keikaku? Is that how that's spelled? I've never actually seen it written, only said out loud. I'm in the wrong language, aren't I? Right, no. Yeah, no, that wouldn't be spelled... That's completely different language. It wouldn't be... Those consonants wouldn't be combined that way. Oh, okay, I see. I just assumed it was a word in a language I didn't know. I think it was on Egao? Egeko? No? Apparently not. Not there either. Loba? No. There's not that one. I'm running out of options. It's gotta be one of these. There we are. Mmm. 2 down, 3 more to go. Why are you doing 5 different runs? I say that knowing full well I cannot complain. I also can never use this funky gentleman in my party ever. Valid. This gentleman has the same voice actor as Karth Onasi in KOTOR, who you start both KOTOR games with, and he is a incompetent, thinks he's a hot shot. Nope. I don't think this is the right place. And sexist. So I can't, that voice is just, that voice is just so connected. Snipers at point blank range. I mean, they do a lot of damage.
Just sounds like me and
Han Jigma.
in CS Arms Race when I get to the op.
I think I just went to the wrong place just entirely. Okay, where am I going? Gemini Sigma Han. Is there another? Oh, that's why. I didn't see this over here. This. Yep, this is a blind playthrough, and I'm I'm rather all over the place with it, if I'm honest. Gremar. Jartar. I know there's some really broken combinations. Light metal. Titanium is considered a light metal?
Well, I mean, one thing about titanium is because of the strength per weight, you can go very light with it. And it is pretty light, actually.
Probably should have checked where I was supposed to be going before just, like, kind of just running with it, but... This doesn't look familiar, so... Spectre Sniper with high explosive rounds, or the Naginata high explosive. Oh, yeah, I'm currently running one person with a shotgun, one person with a sniper or an assault rifle, depending on the range we're operating in, and me in the middle with a pistol. I'm not looking for optimal, to be honest. Anomaly, debris, syndicate hideout. Okay, we are in the right spot. Oops, forgot to turn the car around again. What I have currently is HMWP. Again, I'm only at like 7 or 8 rank stuff, so it's just kind of whatever I find. I'm not one to min-max builds. I am one to avoid burst weapons at all costs, though. Because they annoy me.
Right.
And I know for sure there must be a more efficient way of getting to this location, but... Skyrim Mako. Skyrim Mako. Meow.
On my way.
Footprints leading away from the pod, but no sign of survivors. Yes, a concern.
Ready.
5-round burst. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. No, I just went to the wrong thing. There's something up this way. Yeah, but KOTOR is very different in a way that I'm kind of glad they're as different as they are while still having the same parts that make me nostalgic. Those guys are already shooting at me from way the heck over there. Jeez. Interestingly, medallion. Okay, fudge. Okay, what kind of bullshit can we do? There you go, he did. Is this cheating?
The feature. Instead of stealth archer build, stealth Mako build.
Mako sniper.
Right. Yeah, exactly. If it's in the game, it's in the game.
You know, because they just let me do this.
Exploits their features.
Whee!
Yep.
That was a particularly good
satisfying.
ragdoll.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I love it.
On my way.
True.
Good to know.
She did ram a thresher maw a while ago.
Yeah, I didn't really do it on purpose, but the thresher ball popped up and it happened to be the last hit, so oh, we'll take it. Hey, it worked. It was the. It only worked because it was the last single hit I needed to finish it off. Otherwise, I agree, it would have probably just killed me. Okay, why am I equipping the wrong guns currently? What happened? Assault rifle. Boop, boop, boop. After the first Thresher Maw, they weren't so bad, honestly.
Yeah.
Their predictive aiming. Their predictive aiming is actually pretty cheesable. By stopping, and then once the stuff is in the air, boost. Once they've started firing, you boost.
Right. Just master the attack pattern.
Yeah, you wait for them for their prediction to be, well, you've been standing still this whole time. And then move.
Mm-hmm. And this kind of reminds me of fighting Jad in RuneScape.
Just stood there because I wasn't paying attention, or enough attention. I'm sorry, dude. Why are you standing there?
Exactly.
Well, I'm gonna try and do this then to you.
These NPCs do not know how. I can't. It's kind of adorable how fucking silly they are.
Yeah, why are you over here? All of you.
Like, what the fuck?
And then for a second, her head was on backwards. Ugh, that was creepy.
Yeah, I didn't know you could pull an exorcist here, Liara. What are they fucking doing?
No, this is why I have these abilities unlocked. Boop. Boop. Try this again.
I love this game too. The Jake
This
is
is
so fucking cute
so dumb.
in a way. Oh my goodness. That sounds amazing, XP Hunter.
Mega flu.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Nice.
I'm so bad at remembering to use these skills.
What is with these animations?
What? Oh, the throw, yeah. Throw, I imagine throw would make for some stupid things happening.
Oh yeah. Biotics are so fun. Singularity is still my absolute favorite.
Speaking of, this guy won't come out of cover. I think we're going to make him.
If I remember rightly, you can also get like 3 or 4 people with one singularity.
Go, go, go!
My dude, you keep yelling go, 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 and there's nobody else for you to command.
Who is pro commanding? Maybe he's hyping himself up.
Apparently he is. It's not working.
Unsuccessful hype.
Proton round.
Ooh.
Oh, he's the crime boss, that's why.
The way he, like, turns around, sees you, puts his weapon away, takes it back out, and, like, awkwardly backs up while shooting at you.
I think it was the AI's attempt to switch. A bad attempt to switch to a, shotgun.
It still looks so funny. I love it.
Oh, without a doubt. Infinite, actually? Yeah, I think it's just anybody in range.
That's awesome.
Responsibilities.
I fucking love that. Singularities are so good.
Chalky milk, the best responsibility.
Metagel deployed.
Well, I've got my first aid maxed out on one of the characters, so metagels are just full heals, which is nice.
Nice.
Weapons locker, yay.
Chalky milk, nice.
Floating starfish. Oh. Firestorm, Thunder, and Naginata 7. You don't say. Oh, there's 3 weapons lockers here. What? Frogger time. Tsunami, Lancer, Striker, 7. Okay. Is loot in this game just all progressive, based on roughly what level of stuff you already have?
I think it might be.
Brawler, Armageddon... It's a lot of random stuffs. Oop. I like explosions. Okay, heatsink capacity. Oh, okay, interesting. 50 less damage, but really high heatsink. That's interesting. You use shotgun. Is this shotgun better? Yeah, Sokolov seems nice. Hey, Taylor, how are you? Oh, hydration. I can hydrate. How are you, Taylor? Wait, Taylor, why are you awake right now? Not that I don't absolutely love having you here, but why are you awake?
Oh. Should someone be sleeping?
Considering they're in Germany, probably.
Probably. Goodness me.
Ah. I don't even know what schedule I'd call that. It's not even on a Western schedule, it's just on rat time.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not one to talk.
Oh no,
as
neither
far
am
as
I.
sleep schedules go. I promise I do sleep occasionally.
Valid. I understand that. Yep, I got a new one and I forgot to equip it to her. This entire time.
Goodness.
Oh, I can use
Well, I
the
hope you
human
do
armor,
get
huh?
rest either way.
Indubitably. Well, that's just a strict upgrade. I guess our whole team is looking similar now.
Nice.
Actually, that's better. Naginata. Yep, I was just switching to that to make sure I equipped it, because that looks good. Well, this one looks slightly better, though. Hello, Rune. That's a heck of an auto, correct?
Right? Welcome back, Rune. Speaking of autocorrect, it's funny, like, the amount of times the words that I use, even though they are actually words that do exist, but autocorrect, I guess, is just not familiar with them, so it's like, So I have to add it. But, my autofill has become really funny. Like, I guess I type so many technical things with enough frequency that my autofill, you know those posts someone will have where they're like, let your autofill type out a story? Well,
Techno
mine always starts
babble.
typing some really... Yeah. like, I see. We went over we went over a bit of abiogenesis and
Jeez.
somehow involved some perspicacity, and then
Sure, I guess.
yeah. Wonder if I can hunt down some of those posts. I need to save them somewhere, but it's always interesting. Just like, well, my phone is telling a story.
It's not intelligible, but there's something there. It sounds like that video about the turbo encabulator.
Right. Oh my goodness.
That copy pasta to me is so funny.
Agreed.
Surrounded by a base plate of prefabulated amulite.
That reminds me of Vale fairly recently sent me the video. I think it was like how true nerds make coffee or something. And she was like, this is so you.
I am aware of that one.
It's so fucking good. They had to use a black hole accretion disk for part of it. I was like, oh my goodness. Perfect.
Why not?
Yeah, that's the real way to make coffee, you know? Gotta involve nuclear fusion, black holes.
Because if your water isn't as hot as physically possible, in the quickest amount possible, is it worth it?
Right. Such a cute video. Need to find that. But it's also funny because I am a little bit of a coffee nerd. You can thank James Hoffman on YouTube for that, for getting me into it. But no, I took a Breville espresso machine. You know, they typically that has those pressurized portafilters, so in a way it kind of fakes crema, so it's not a really actually good espresso if you just leave it in that configuration. So I modified it with an open portafilter, aka a naked portafilter, and got some of the stuff necessary, like a good tamper, a good grinder, to really try my hand at perfecting espresso shots, getting good brew ratios and things like that. It's honestly very gratifying, but it's also incredibly unforgiving. Like,
you gotta be exact.
Exactly. It's very easy to get a shot that is too bitter, too sour, due to things like over-extraction, under-extraction, or sadly both if you fuck it up enough that you get uneven extraction.
Yup. The space races. You know, I only knew that card from Cards Against Humanity. I didn't realize how real it was.
Right.
What's her name? Ashley Williams, right?
Yep.
There's a Cards Against Humanity card in the Mass Effect pack that's just Ashley Williams. Notable space races.
Nice. That is funny as hell.
And
nice.
I got
Iced
more and more
coffee,
annoyed.
Let's go.
Spacist? Spacist? We'll workshop
water.
it.
That's one way to refer to coffee.
It's not wrong, it's just less detailed.
True. No,
Because technically aquafaba is also bean water.
That is true.
And they're not the same. At all.
Nope. They
Although,
both fit under the umbrella of bean water, I guess, technically.
although if you want to make vegan cocktails, aquafaba is very useful.
Yeah, I've used it for
Yeah, vegan.
some interesting things before.
Yeah, especially from chickpeas, or white beans. You can use it in place of egg white in sours and things.
Oh,
Because it's
interesting.
almost no taste and it froths like an egg white.
Huh. Might have to try that sometime. That's
When
interesting.
you do the shake. I recently found out that I enjoy neat tequila, which, according to some, makes me cursed.
Fair enough. To be honest, I don't think there's an alcohol I've tried that I haven't enjoyed, at least to some extent.
There's some that I wouldn't choose, but that, like, you understand why, or they're interesting. Maybe it's not something you like go to drink all the time, but still, interesting flavors are interesting flavors.
Right? You
Like, I like
understand.
Jaeger.
My goodness,
I wouldn't drink
like,
it all the time, but Jaeger is interesting to mess with, because it has a very unique profile.
Certainly. Oh yeah. No, it's funny, like, I've explained before that, like, oftentimes when I try something, even if it's not my cup of tea at the beginning, the fact that it is a different flavor in the first place interests me, and I'm like, huh, I like that is a different flavor. So I will just keep trying it, and then that's how I end up acquiring a taste for it.
Valid.
Kind of funny.
That's very fair. XP Hunter, yeah, that I don't begrudge anyone who doesn't drink or drinks very little or drinks. As long as it's being done
totally
safely,
fair.
I have no.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, anyone who does drink, please do so in moderation for your own health's sake.
exactly.
And if you don't drink, that's perfectly fine too. Like, awesome.
This is an awkward place to put this.
I love how fucking good at climbing the Mako is.
Bunny hop the rockets.
Let's go.
Ah, jumping is not straight up, it's straight away from the surface. That's fair.
Yep.
Well, that was easy.
Nice.
Let's drop a save before we go in. I have a feeling this shit's about to hit the fan right away. Oh no, but it's one of these. Okay. So I want... Let's go sniper here. Yeah, no, there. There. Hun. Whatever. Suit yourself. I want you
Oh,
there.
you're allergic? I'm sorry to hear that.
Allergic to alcohol is a rough one. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen this layout before.
Regroup.
Yeah, honestly,
Regroup.
oh, nice. I've explained before that, like, with alcohol, lately I've been more into, like, either having a craft beer or a mixed drink, because things like just straight shots of, whiskey, it's like they skip over the, how to say? They skip over, like, the nice, sort of light drunkenness stage, just right into you are hammered for me, and that can potentially not be as enjoyable, honestly.
Yeah, it's definitely less.
Especially, I think it sort of has to do, though, with the fact that I'm very light with it anyway. Like, one beer and I'm drunk, so...
Yeah, not a lot of body mass.
Yeah.
You did say you were short before, so...
Yeah.
I imagine that's part of it.
Probably.
Small demon.
Well, my species evolved to be spelunco-dynamic, which included short statures and perhaps somewhat neotenous appearances. Short by human standards.
Now, why would you take cover next to the explosive?
What a silly little guy.
And apparently you still didn't take any damage from it.
What? How? Also, I love that, like, hiding, realizes you're there. Oh, wait, huh?
The AI is not very I.
They're doing their best. Yeah, she is winning.
We are winning. We stay winning. One thing I wish that these maps had on the mini-map is a some indication of room edges and doors. Not even all the little stuff.
Nice.
Not even all the little stuff within it. Just the edge and the door.
Yeah. Would be useful.
Medkit. That's what I want. And no loot. No loot whatsoever in this one. That's interesting. Ban in-game action shooting. That's mean.
Okay. I guess you could just use all biotic abilities and let your teammates kill them.
Yeah.
Oh, and melee. I guess that works too.
Luckily, I'm out of combat for a little bit. Oh yeah, there's a melee.
Right.
And it's funny because it makes people ragdoll, but it does like no damage.
You could be the hand-to-hand biotic.
Yeah, I'm not built for it. It would do very good damage if you were built for it.
Right.
Okay, anything left here to mess with? Nope. Oop. Unfortunately, hun, you caught me when I was about to teleport back to the Normandy and... Oh wait, I need to figure out where I'm going before I look at the star chart. That might be useful. Where is this Cerberus? Attican transverse. I know, Holly, I was kidding. Wait till it's actually useful. I'm not gonna make you waste points.
Aww. My
Let's
goodness.
see. Attican transverse Binthu.
I love that yandere emote.
Yeah, Sora's yandere is so good.
Goodness.
Where is the
hmm.
Atticus transverse?
Amazing. Casually being an awesome artist.
Mm-hmm.
Shogunite.
Where is the Atticus transverse? What?
Yes, that one is also so good.
Mm-hmm.
And the Nozomi kissing Nozomi.
Yup. What am I
love it.
I don't see an Atticus transverse. Attican beta? Is it in there, maybe? No.
Yeah,
And
let's go.
Yep. Once I have a few more dollars and get...
That is so real. Right now, right now life kind of being a little financially mean, but I'm like, when I get into a bit of a better position, there's so many artists I want to commission.
So I'm so confused. It doesn't show where that one is. It just says the planet Binthu. It's the first one so far that hasn't said where the planet Binthu is.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's valid.
Ugh, yeah.
I like how this is just labeled local cluster.
Right. That is where we are situated. It is very, though, like, human chauvinistic.
Human-centric?
Like, yes. Like, imagine the Turian is like, that's not local for me, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why are you calling it the local group? It's not my local. Local galaxy group.
Just trying to figure out where Benthu is, because it doesn't tell me.
Ugh, that's real. Games and consoles really are very pricey these days.
Why does even the wiki doesn't accurately tell me where it is? What am I doing?
Oh no. when the wiki is not wikiing.
It says Voyager. Okay, this one didn't tell me the last one didn't tell me the cluster. There we are. Yeah, I was originally going to, when I first started out, be like, okay, I guess I just need to systematically go through the galaxy, survey everything, and then actually play side quests. But no, all these random side quests have brought me to all the systems. So most of them so far.
Right.
Oh yeah. All the sales, all the time. Prothean disc, nice. By Prothean disc, it looks more to mean a disc of Prothean information that someone was working on, rather than being made by Protheans, but... Okay, there's Bintu. Atmosphere of carbon dioxide. Yeah, that doesn't seem very healthy. Xenoblade and Day 1 Kirby. Yeah, it's valid. I'm not one to buy much of anything Day 1, if I'm honest. I need to take this controller apart and hope I can clean the contacts on one of the buttons. I really don't want to get rid of it. But it feels like a keyboard when it's just got a little something gunked into the spring back mechanism, so... Hopefully. Yes, holy. Wait, have I already been here? Cindy Windy. Play Xenoblade. I might play it. I don't know. So there's something on this planet related to Cerberus. Heavy metals. Heavy metal thunder. Research facility, research facility, research facility, debris. I guess I go for the debris? I don't know. Naughty. What does Nod-E mean? You aren't making much sense there, Holy. Look up. Okay, I'm just looking at the ceiling. What about it? You were doing a bunch of nodding, yes. Nozomi nodders. High explosive upgrade, that's what I was looking for. Nozomi 41 naughty. Ah. I see what you mean. What did I miss something here then? Oh, an E made of nods. Okay. My chat window is not sized such that that's what actually happened. I'm at another point where I'm like, did I miss something? Because I thought the X symbol means I did it at those locations, you know?
Right.
Apparently not. Because there's active combat to happen there again. But I don't know if this kind of thing respawns, actually. EB sleepy BB.
I'll get some sleep then.
Go night-night. It is perfectly valid to go sleep if you're sleepy. Hey, I don't have an easy way of joining you, hon. I'm a little far away.
Aw. That's
Okay.
cute.
Yeah, nope. I don't know why they're marked. You got a blowhigh.
Aw. That's extra
We like our
cute.
blowhigh. Blowhigh.
Assemble an army of them. Honestly, I love the way that sounds when pronounced correctly and incorrectly. Like,
Hug it.
Blage also just sounds adorable.
It is. It is so adorable. Oh, I would do more than hug. Holy.
Aww. That's so sweet.
Doing the snuggles. Yes.
He's being cute, chat.
Evil grin. Oh, I didn't see you over there. Stupid research. What the heck are they? Oh, they're releasing these guys? Oh, whoops. Yeah, they're marked on the map as having been...
Explain in detail. Get this.
I said snuggle. Squimsh. We're squimshed the holy. It might be. It might not be. Holy. But that's all you're gonna get right now. Bonk. So which one of these did I just go to? I think I went to this one. Research lab and research lab. Okay, so we'll go here and then south. All of the pat. Holly is a goober. Whee! It's like a cat. It always lands right side up.
Right. It is late.
It is. I am probably going to just take care of this Cerberus and then... Holly makes good emotes.
Goodness.
That one is for
They're all amazing.
the adorable dragon mix.
Yes, we love mix. Let's go.
Cat. Yes. Yes, cat. Yes, Rune cat. Cat Rune. Wait, so if I sneak in here and just like
interesting stuff going on here.
I was really hoping they would attack other people and not just us.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But I guess
like when you
enemy
release
is
the
just enemy.
abominations in Mothership Zeta.
Yeah.
But BioWare was like, nah.
Ooh, a new amp.
Nice.
Go flying. Oh, bus off, dude.
Yeah.
Rune is cat. Yes. Rune is bobcat. So much equipment. What the heck? I guess partially this over equipment load is partially a reward for putting all the points into all of the hacking.
I wonder what Cerberus horrors will find at the next base.
So I just get the ability to hack into literally everything and take it.
Right.
Did you play KOTOR?
No, but I did see playthroughs. And, let's see. What was the last Star Wars game I played, though? It's been a while.
Gotcha.
Actually, I did. Yeah, I did play a little bit of Knights of the Old Republic. It was a while ago.
If you do ever want to revisit it, the only one I've found that doesn't consistently have glitches is GOG. The Steam version. Okay. The Steam version has major graphical glitches, And I forget, I think Microsoft or one of the other stores has crashing issues. But GOG's version, the Grand Old Game seems like the best combination of we actually made sure the game worked without changing it much.
That's good.
If
My
you
goodness.
play, if you end up getting to the point where you want to play 2, there is a mod that puts back in all of the content that they never got to finish.
Oh, that's sick. It's like a cutting room floor mod.
No, the opposite.
Right.
Studio said publish it, so they had to turn the 3rd act into a text scroll. All the files
Intriguing.
were there, they just weren't finished being implemented.
Wow.
So it's not even cut content, it's... Well, it is cut content, but it's cut because of the studio said so, not because it wasn't supposed to be what that they just decided to leave it out.
Damn.
Oh.
That's crazy.
They got their hand on one of these shits?
Oh, wow.
They're still trying to turn these... So more than one faction is trying to turn these things into super weapons.
Yep. No wonder the Rachni are so pissed. Like, come on. Shogunai.
I think everybody needs to go flying.
Sounds good to me. Nice. Yeah, I played a whole lot more of Force Unleashed. Like, actually, to completion. I haven't had a chance yet to play Fallen Order, although it looks like it would be amazing too, based on the playthroughs and whatnot that I've seen of it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I honestly haven't played much Star Wars games just because money.
Yeah, that's super fair.
We owe Admiral Kahoku.
But KOTOR was a game that, like, I mean, KOTOR is this but Star Wars, let's be real.
Yeah.
But it's
Pretty much.
it's turn-based and actually based on a D&D system. As a kid, I had no idea what D&D was, but going back and playing KOTOR after playing D&D, it's just... It's not a base 20, but it's got the same level structure, it's got the same feats. It even does the same turn order structure, where each turn takes, like, roughly 6 seconds.
Right.
Because KOTOR is actually turn-based.
That's interesting.
It's turn-based, but it plays at full time unless you stop it at full speed. And you essentially queue up to 4 turns in a row.
Right.
But you could play it in a way that pauses at the end of each turn, you queue up the next move, play around.
Huh.
It's interesting.
It is. I'm trying to remember. Huh.
The fun part, too, is that you could, you could pause and level up at any time.
Right. That's funny. Just mid-combat level up. Alright.
Every level up was a full heal.
Wow. That's
Well, you can
useful.
trigger it at random. You can trigger it whenever you wanted to. So, in high-level content, it became better to only level up when you needed the free full heal.
Right. Interesting.
which is silly, mechanically speaking.
Yeah,
But it functioned.
that's funny.
So I think I just was like randomly running around this planet, and I guess I managed to hit all the things.
Nice.
But I guess now there's something else on this planet that hasn't been found yet.
Hmm.
I think that's going to be what wraps up stream for today once I find it. So it is 3 in the morning.
Yeah, might be a good idea. I'm just like, should I eat at this point or just go to bed?
You should eat something.
Maybe.
Doesn't have to be much, but it should be something.
Fair.
Because
So,
not eating is also a bad thing, but eating a lot at the end of the day... Well, I mean, unless... I guess... If retaining weight or building weight is a goal, then eating more towards the end of the day is a good thing.
right.
For maintaining or losing weight, not so much.
Yep.
Oh, that's the one I already know of. So we go this way till we hit a wall, and we go for a drive.
Adorable.
Know you.
Takes one to know one.
Touche. Cool. Hey, Brita. Cool. Hey. Or something. I don't remember a pyramid. How did I miss this?
Nice.
It also looks very silly to me that it looks like scaled down stairs here.
Yeah. That is kind of funny. Like, oh yeah, you know, just the species that originally walked on this was very diminutive in stature.
Or in order to make stairs, they didn't need such a large. They just needed a little something to hook into, like you make a birdhouse for bluebirds.
Yeah, yeah, maybe something for their talons to convert.
Yeah, because if you want to have bluebirds in a birdhouse, first off you need to make like 3 birdhouses to get one of them to have bluebirds.
Right.
Because the rest will have swifts. But you actually don't want to put like the post out front that a stereotypical birdhouse has. Because there are so many birds that can perch on that and get into it. But just a little notch in the wood. A couple of notches in the wood underneath the hole. Only, I think, swifts and bluebirds. And easily used to get in.
Interesting.
And, like, swifts will kick out other swifts from nearby, but not bluebirds.
Right.
But they'll always move in, almost always move in first. So if you want bluebirds, you gotta put one up to get a swift in, and then get the other one for the bluebird.
That's funny.
Oh, do we have a thing?
Reminds me a lot of the, where I am, we get some interesting bird dynamics too. It's pretty funny. Like the red-winged blackbird likes to scare off just about everyone else. The blue jays don't take shit from them though.
Yeah, no, blue jays are mean.
Oh yeah. It's also kind of hilarious that like the blue jay, their call basically sounds like a mini eagle in a way.
Oh yeah.
They're very vocal.
Never thought about it that way.
And they can be demanding. Like, if they know you're feeding them, they just go outside near you and do that very loud call.
Yeah. Basically just try to piss you off until you give in.
Pretty much. You're like, we know you're there, human, and you feed us, so like, come out and feed us.
Just do the dang thing.
Falling victim to the EPs.
Yeah, everyone's going EB. Adorable cat.
Indeed.
High as a
You
kite.
rest well if you go to sleep.
I am a little confused because I made my big circle and I found nothing.
Yeah, where the hell is this? What did we miss?
Because I did 3 of these things. And this one is a crashed probe. So unless it's... And I went around the outside.
Yeah.
So unless it's in the middle here. Which I don't see anything. Another Cerberus operation on this world. Okay, why wouldn't the game map it if it said it revealed it was there?
Yeah. Shogunai.
And I've already even reloaded the world. I've gone back to Normandy and back down since as well. Tinkerin came in at a rough time, unfortunately, because probably going to It looks like I missed a single interact on the floor. In one of the three. Which I think this was the last one I went to. It looks like that instruction is sending me to the last one. But I got the pop-up, so I figured the quest had moved on.
Right.
Rough time to join, my friend, because I think we are going to be ending shortly. It is those 6. No. 7-hour stream.
Nice.
Oops.
Happens.
She
Honestly,
said.
so relatable.
She said unapologetically. It's been one of my better streams in terms of people stopping by too, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yep, I forgot to click on his body.
Oh goodness, of course. Shogunai.
Oh, goddess. It's Admiral Kahoko. Cerberus must have tracked him down.
Aw. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope you get some good rest when you do sleep.
Indeed. Max that out. Start maxing that out.
But yeah, it's funny. I have a couple of streams that I was like, I'll just stream for a little. Turns into like a 10-hour stream. Oh, huh.
Yeah.
It has a way of getting away from you sometimes.
Gotcha. That's rough, Tinker. Yeah, and a game like this, I get sucked into stories. And
Definitely. Time ends up flying.
Yep, and then derailed by hand cam bread.
True! That was awesome.
Yeah.
Also, that bread looked so good. My goodness.
I might end up just putting another channel in my Discord for... I'm definitely going to put a channel in for food pics and stuff, so I need to add that.
Absolutely.
I've been making bread like once a week at this point.
Hell yeah. Goodness.
Back to the Normandy. I think what I want to do is, since I'm thinking about it now, where the heck is this quartermaster that I keep forgetting about?
Right. I think, how did I get to them before?
I was gonna guess on the second level. I can't remember if it was top or higher or lower. One side.
Stairs down the elevator.
Ah. Have I just never gone down the elevator? I'm not even sure.
Been too long since I've played this.
Did I just... My brain, I guess I thought the elevator just went back up, but it goes down farther. I just was jumping ahead to get to more story stuff. Yeah, nope, I've never been down here.
Oh my goodness. Well, down here you get to have some really good conversations with
You know that
with the crew.
Tally? She's been spending all
Look at how beautiful that core is.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines
Nice.
than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you want
Yeah.
At least somebody
Holly is
who's not
pretty
inherently racist.
Right? Let's fucking go.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander. But I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
No, I kid you not. I have like
Where else have
every
you seen
now and
Adams?
You
then
name a class of
I've had a
Alliance ship,
sort of a
I'll probably
sleep
serve
aid,
it.
like
Everything from
ambient
carriers right
Normandy
down to frigates
sounds.
like the Normandy. My last assignment was
10-hour
on the Tokyo,
video or
only a
something.
cruiser. It was a good ship.
Funny.
Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Look at that tantalus drive core though. Very nice.
So I probably could have been doing like anything with any of their personal stuff. Oh, so this is where I find their equipment.
Pinkren, you are correct.
Commander?
Holly and Garrus are very good.
Do you have a few minutes to talk?
As was said
Oh
before.
no, am I
Sure.
triggering
I
something?
was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
Uh-oh.
Am I about... I don't want... Because she was with me for the longest time, so she probably got the most, like, positive relationship malarkey.
I
Right.
keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Casually just like
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Do I just start yelling at her?
right?
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Ma'am, no ma'am. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
If it was a legitimate concern, maybe. But... as soon as you said, I'm concerned about the aliens, I went, okay, no.
Yeah. It's like, uh-oh.
Wait, so
Yes.
where is Tali?
Probably working on some more calibrations.
Codex.
Hey, Commander.
Ah,
Looking for
requisitions
some extra
officer.
supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor,
Nice.
weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Can't believe I missed an entire section of the freaking ship.
Looking
Oops.
for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay, geez. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Nice.
Oh no, you're good, Tink. I confused that I hadn't figured out where the stuff was. So, is she down here? Oh yeah, okay, there she is. Ali.
Yes.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space.
Yeah, the Quarians have quite the story.
Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people.
Personal context so far, I'm torn between the relationship stuff with...
We don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment.
Basically the two members of my party currently.
Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from Death.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our
Fortunately
own
valid.
mine and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed.
That doesn't make sense.
In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are
The math doesn't work there. It means you're always going to be flipping back and forth.
Had to take such measures in nearly a century.
Yeah.
That's why, like, in Japan, and in China specifically, I think it was 2.
Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board.
See, this is the kind of shit that I love.
Overrule any decision by the conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain.
Does Mass Effect 1 have the whole romance angle at the end of it, near the later on stuff, or no? Or is that more later games?
We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and
I think the romance options were very limited in Mass Effect 1, unfortunately. Like, 2 specific characters. And then Mass Effect 2 expanded on that a lot.
Is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
I'm trying to remember. Let me see. Yeah, I think in the first one, only Kaiden, Alenko, Ashley Williams, and Liara.
So then, Liara is the only one I'm gonna go. Is the only one I'm gonna have to do then.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
That doesn't
Yep.
Ashley is out of line.
Yep.
It is interestingly realistic though how like she seemed like a reasonable soldier and then slowly it kind of peeled away as she got more comfortable.
Yep.
Props for well written but still racist.
It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community.
You know, very thankfully, Garrison Tali opened up his options in the second one.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants.
Yeah, exactly, Pinkren. Yep.
Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker.
With the old style of a game like this having a romance option lead to a particularly intimate scene, if not explicit, I can understand why Tali really couldn't be.
Yeah.
Within lore.
Yeah. I love what ends up getting involved in that, though.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
We already asked her about the Geth before, okay.
See you later.
Now I just gotta find Liara.
Yeah, if I remember rightly, even though you can't romance them yet in this, since Mass Effect 3 is impacted by choices made in both 1 and 2, I believe, even just the conversations you've had in 1 impact that.
Makes sense. I'm not talking to you. I can't hear anything other than Karth.
That's
I
funny.
just can't.
He ends up explaining a bit of the tragic past behind biotics. If you can stomach hearing him. That's funny.
Yeah, I'll eventually just chat with people just for the lore, if nothing else, but...
Ah, the choices carry over into 2. Okay.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology.
No worries, Tink.
That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
It was a joke.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why
You
I
need
prefer
to
to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please,
Good,
just pretend this
Saribot.
conversation never happened.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover
So at the very least, going in and having these conversations with them more often will be useful.
We strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community.
They had
species
two
contribute
also
something to the
working
greater
that way.
whole.
Yeah, so I guess
to understand
both
other
2
species,
and 3
it seems few of them
are
seek to
impacted.
understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Hell yeah.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals.
KOTOR just essentially has you answer a couple of questions about how you played the first game.
No real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce.
Because none of the characters are the same.
Parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Makes sense.
Although KOTOR is interesting because there's a number of them depending on your relationship with them. Some of the options are romance, and some of the options are become Jedi for the characters you have with you.
Right.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold.
That's
I am what is
wild.
sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Maybe something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know.
We already
for sure.
dealt with Benezia, though.
Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is
Or,
not
no,
uncommon.
her, because it would have been
Many
another
raise
Asari,
their
the
children
partner
alone,
that we're talking
particularly
about.
if the father species is short-lived.
Yeah.
Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
That's
Do you know why Benezia
wild.
joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother
Honor
was
how she
strong,
died. She died
kind,
fighting.
and beautiful. And now she is gone.
The way it played out on my end, she did a damn good job kicking him out long enough to help us make it work on that place.
Are you gonna be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
I like her voice actress.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Yeah. Very good.
It balances that kind of bookish, I'm supposed to be impartial expectations while still being emotive.
Yeah, true.
Da-dum. Interesting spot, like having the captain back here. Like they said, I never really like thought about it specifically, but it is rather interesting. I also want to know where, like, where everybody sleeps, because I don't think I saw enough beds down there.
Right. Like, how is your quarters arrangement going?
I love that Joker's up here by himself, and there's just 4 other chairs up here that are just nope.
Yep. Joker's such a good character, too.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Just a real dude.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack. It's very dramatic. But I've learned
this animation is uncanny as all hell.
My hands and I'll make her dance for you.
Yeah.
Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
One choose your own, a different writer too. The new one make comments on it. Okay, that makes sense.
Why didn't you ever
That
smile?
is interesting. I like that connection.
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy.
Yeah.
Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
I like him.
See you.
Yes. He's great.
Okay. I think, lovelies, that's gonna do it. Because I'm tired.
Yes, you better get some good sleep and plenty of it.
Ha, ba, 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 ba. Let's see here. There's the button. I kept thinking that I had your Fugi placed wrong, but it's just headshot.
Yeah, I should update that, but whatever.
Tinkering. The silly goose.
Oh my goodness. I mean, real.
Who do we got that's live who's gonna yell at me for being awake right now?
Right.
Someone's gonna yell at me. Let's pop you over to playing Star Citizen, possibly one of the most adorable cat boys I've ever met. Heckin' goober. Blasted the Wubstep Neko.
Nice.
Does music productions and music alerts and songs and stuff for streams, and just has a SoundCloud as well. It's so good. Such
That's
good
cool.
music. Well, everybody, have a wonderful evening. We will catch you on the flip side. Have a stream. If it goes ahead tomorrow, I'll be on Taiwi's stream tomorrow for a Ace Awareness Day podcasty thing, and then May stream in the evening. I'm not sure yet, but I will let you know what's going on in the Discord at the very least, as soon as I know, because there was some issue with landlords being butts. So,
Goodness.
we will catch you on the flip side. Have a wonderful evening, friends. Ha ba 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 ba.
Adorable.